Appreciate you taking a few minutes to check out this video featuring the Andrews Forex system. And, you know, a lot of review sites are out there. A lot of them will talk about the strategy, but generally none of them have it. And as you can clearly see, I do. And I can tell you right now that most of those people are just, they're just marketers. And they probably don't even trade. They probably would not even know how to trade. Anyhow, let's just start taking a look at what we see here. Understand that with a system such as the Andrews Forex, it's very easy to look at all the currency pairs that are available to you, simply because the strategy is so easy to apply to any chart. The problem with that is you're going to start getting into too many trades, and your position sizing, number one, is going to be absolutely horrible on the good trades, and you're just putting yourself at too much risk. So what I like to do in my own trading is focus on a few currency pairs, generally the majors, and if nothing is setting up on them, then I'll look at other currency pairs such as the the euro yen, etc., etc. But if you look at the pound US, the euro US, perhaps the Aussie US dollar as well, see what's setting up on that, and if they're setting up, great. If they're not, well then move on and look for different opportunities. This is the pound US. This is the 14th of August, and I'm putting this video together. So let's start taking a look. What we see here is this line here that I placed in, and this is telling me that this is when I can start looking for long trades, right, on the move up. The problem is we get this set up right here before I'm allowed to do this. Okay, but I highlighted this yellow area right here. You can see that we're in a trading range right here, and the entry for the Andrews Forex would be above this big green candle. Okay, so this is where you have to ask yourself, okay, I see that I'm allowed to take long trades. A long trade has set up, has not triggered yet, but now I can take the long trade. So what do you do? This is where you're going to have to make your own decisions. You can just play it easy and say, well, I'm not taking this trade. Or you can say, you know what, I'm going to take this trade, right? It's still valid. It hasn't triggered in yet, right? So you get on board this trade. Now, there's different targeting ways you can target your profits in Andrews Forex. And it all depends on what you want to do. There's different ways you can look at it. The way I look at it is, I see this big thrusting green candle. If I get long a top here, my stop has to go below here, right? The swing level. That's a huge risk, right? In pips, it's too big. My position sizing will be minimal at best. That is the second way of getting into your targets, where your targets and your stops are going to be. And you can clearly see that it does break above here. But once again, the risk is too high. I say risk, but risk is the wrong word. My capital exposure is there's just too much pips that I have to account for here, which would make my position sizing very, very tiny. So on these type of trades, you're going to want to go, depending on your testing, whatever you're comfortable with, the static profit and loss, okay? And that is what happens here. You get along here, and you would get out of this trade right here at the 53.70 level. So right here is a nice winning trade on the Andrews Forex, okay? You basically would get taken in on this green candle right here, and right here, and you're basically out on this candle here for your target. Now it's a 1 to just over a 1 risk to reward ratio when you're looking at these static targets. Okay, nothing wrong with that. If whatever your rule is, this is my idea. If it's too big, it's putting my stop way down here. It's giving me nothing. And usually what happens after you see these kind of candles is you will get some sort of retracement back, which you do see on this candle right here. Okay, you do see a short trade set up here, but we're not looking for shorts. What are we looking for? We're looking for long since this blue line. Okay, and there was a short trade over here. This is where you'd be looking for shorts. Just off of this time frame, I have to go back and see what the higher time frame was doing. But so I don't know if this would be a valid trade, even though it works out. And I'd love to say, hey, you would have done well in this trade. I don't know, right? Simply because Well, it's 222 pips. That's a nice trade. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm not looking at that right now. But if it worked out, that's a nice trade. Anyways, one standard lot here is about $600, and that's what you got here. New setup right here, right? Once again, we're looking at this 289 pips worth of a target. I mean, a stop. It's huge. Would you do that? Not for me. So what are you looking at? Once again, same thing we did here. We're looking for a static profit. We get taken in on this trade, right? You can see where this trade opens up here and fires up here. You get taken in around here. You'd be in this trade for a little bit before you'd finally get out right about here at 55.50, roughly, 5554. It's about 55.50. Two winning trades right here. This short trade we ignore, right? And it's, as you can clearly see, even though these trades are working out, I'm not showing them as they're valid trades because, you know, quite frankly, they're not valid trades in this strategy. Along here, well, you went up 44 pips. You're getting close to your profit target, but you're not there yet. So this trade is still active. Depends on how you're managing your trades. Perhaps you've moved your stop. I don't know what you would have done here. You know, just looking at normal, you know, trading logic, you know, you see we've got this downtrend line going through here, right? Price is broken up, it's coming down to test, so perhaps you've locked in right about here, reduced your risk. Or maybe you haven't, depends on how you played it. But the bottom line is you got two winning trades here. Trade here you'd miss. You wouldn't even bother taking this one, and you'd be active in this trade right now. Maybe, I don't know. Depending on what your particular trading background is, how smart you are when it comes to, you know, stuff like, you know, I can't even see that line there, can we? Up here, you got swing high up here, right? On a 4-hour chart, you might be expecting, you know, some sort of resistance up in this area, pushing price back down. Because remember, it's you look at the support and resistance, you're looking at zones, not so much particular price. Exact prices. So looking at this kind of a zone here up here. So it depends on what you do here. Even if you're in this trade, you know, maybe you saw this happening and you decided to take off. It doesn't matter, you know, whatever you do. Or you can just be one of those traders who just set and forget, you know, whatever floats your boat. But just remember that as the longer a trend is in play, a longer a move, for example, up is in play, you know, expect this to happen, right? This is what markets do, right? And then they might do this or continue going down. It all depends. But a lot of this stuff is covered in the trade manual. This isn't so much. This is actually one of the targeting ways you can target. But so that's pretty much it. So thanks for checking this out. Once again, keep your whatever you're trading. Don't look at too many currency pairs. You're just going to get yourself in a whole world of trouble, and that's not something you really want to do. Okay, so two winning trades. If you're trading one standard lot, you know, that's just for math's sake. You're looking at $1,200 here. You're trading 5 mini lots, which is $5 because this is a major pair, the US dollar, right? Looking at $5, right, for 5 minis. So just do the math on that. It's half, so it's $600 from the 2nd of August up into well, this trade was over around here. So in about 5 days. So there you go. Anyways, if you don't have the strategy yet, click the link below, pick it up, check it out, and pretty soon what I'm going to be doing is making these videos private as I walk through this because, you know, for those people that just went out and bought it from some system marketer that doesn't know a thing about trading, you know, they shouldn't be allowed to check out this kind of stuff. So, you know, proper trading. Anyhow, good luck, and I hope to see you back here, another video.